Okay. So everyone's looking for recipes right now. And there are fun ones and easy ones and some Pampered Chef ones, and we'll share a bunch of those. Tonight we're making coleslaw with chicken wings. I stole this recipe from Virginia Tech, and I hope they don't mind, but I love it. It's ginger, pear, cabbage, Napa cabbage, and then whatever coleslaw dressing you like. This is what I stole from Tech, though, was peeling garlic. Or garlic, not garlic, but that's a totally different recipe. Ginger. And you just use a spoon. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I do have...
Well, you can flip that on the floor.
Flippy. Wash that. But, you know, we'll have all sorts of
Pampered,
different...
not perfect, right?
That's
Is that
right.
what Tiffany says all the time?
Okay, well, I like that. And then we're just going to peel this. We've got a little clarinet music going on right now because
It's dinner time. It's multitasking.
dinner time and homework time.
This is true family cooking right here.
This is how we do it at the Hoagland house.
Are you going to use that other piece?
Now I'm just going to use a little bit of ginger.
I'm going to put this one away.
Okay. Kelly doesn't normally put things away, so that's pretty good. I'm going to blame the camera for that.
Trying to look good on film.
That's right. But you really just take the skin off, and then I'll julienne it with my fancy Pampered Chef knife, which, by the way, we won.
It's awesome.
Was a gift, and it is a great, very sharp knife.
Is it? I think we actually bought that one.
Did we buy that one?
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay, never mind. We didn't win that one. We bought that one, but it is a very cool knife.
And well worth the money. It is awesome.
So, but you know, we've only been hosting, or not hosting. What are we doing? We're consultants.
Consultant selling.
I don't know. Anyhow, we've only been doing this for a few months, and I can't keep track of what we've won and what we bought. But we love it, and I hope you guys are having fun. This is kind of boring watching me do this, so I'm gonna stop filming and just start chopping. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so here's something else I learned at Virginia Tech and other places, and the Food Network too. You stack up your product and then you turn them into little matchsticks. It's called julienne, I think. But that's my ginger as we get it ready for the coleslaw. I'll do the same thing with the pear. I'm going to peel the pear. I might use, I might leave the skin on this time. I do want to take the stickers off because I've bitten into stickers and that's not fun. There you go. And you just take it down one side, take it down the other side. Boom. Boom. And a sharp knife is a wonderful thing. You only really cut yourself with a dull knife because you're trying so hard to cut with it. A sharp knife makes it so much easier. The knife goes exactly where you want it to. You want to keep your fingers nice and pink, blood on the inside. So keeping them out of the way is always a good thing. Not to say I haven't cut myself in the past, but it really doesn't happen very often with a sharp knife. And if you do cut yourself with a sharp knife, it's a clean cut.
It doesn't hurt as much.
It doesn't, it's right, it doesn't hurt as much. And it does heal a lot quicker too. A dull knife. Pears taste good. I had a pear earlier and they weren't quite ripe, so I'm glad to see that they ripened up a little bit. So, but that's it. Just a quick thing about how to make matchsticks out of your veggies and why a sharp knife is so fun. But, all right, filming stuff.
We are filming stuff.
Look.
Get out of the window.
All right, I'm going to show you. There's my coleslaw. Yummy. Delicious. Let's see. That is a Pampered Chef spatula. And
That's
look,
not technically a Pampered Chef bowl, but we have one very similar to that. That is awesome, stackable bowls like that.
do we?
Yeah, and they come with lids. Ours don't have lids, so ours aren't nearly as cool as Pampered Chef. And did you tie this very well? Because this feels really loose. Anyway, okay, so he made me wear the apron because, Sharon Clark is calling me. I will call her back. Call her back in a minute.
Call you back in a little bit, Sharon. We're going live. You're on.
Not really live, but
Well.
anyway. So, we're making chicken wings.
Second one.
And the recipe calls for 2 pounds, but the package that I got at Kroger, which is the great big one, it was really more like 4 pounds. So I got to kind of double the recipe. But they all fit in the air fryer, which is fabulous. And thanks to Carolyn Ziegler, I know how to do to cut these into the pieces that you need for
Thank you, Carolyn. Watch your pink fingers.
for wings. I know, and try to keep the beady parts out. So we cut the little tips off. And
Well,
then,
it doesn't taste very good.
so then when you get to these 2 pieces, cut the skin all the way down to the joint. Well, this one fell apart, and then you can pop the joint open. This one I didn't really have to pop, but that one we'll have to wash that guy off. We'll do that super easy. So, I'll try one more. And so I did a bunch of these ahead of filming because just to make it easier to talk to you guys and do this at the same time.
Watch your fingers.
I
You're
know,
not
I'm watching
good
my
at this.
fingers. They're slippery, and
Again,
I'm
blood
not good at
doesn't
talking
taste
and cutting at the same time. So, anyway, then you have your little drumette and your wing. So, I've been saving, again, thanks to Carolyn, saving the wing tips to make, so can you get that out of the freezer for me, the Ziploc bag that has the tips in it, so that we can make a broth with them later?
Tips about tips.
Tips about tips.
Say that a couple times fast. You
Yeah.
might get banned from YouTube.
Tips.
Tips.
T-I-P. Tip. Yeah, in my little bag. Okay. So we've made wings several times since we've gotten the air fryer, and I have yet to make broth, so I have a whole lot of chicken to make broth with. So there we go. All right, so I'm gonna rinse my hands. You can pause for a minute, and I'll.
You're live.
So I wanted to talk about the cutting board here real quick too. So the cutting board has a little reservoir around the edges, which is great. As you can see, I've got a little chicken juice in there as I was cutting the chicken. So that keeps that from going all over my counter. Now Jeff used to take our old ones and put a towel underneath them because they would slide around on the counter while he was cutting. But with the silicone edges on these, they don't slide around. So it's kind of nice. So we had to buy both those. We like those. Use them a lot. All right, I'm just gonna put that in the stove right now.
All right.
And I think I'm done with these sharp utensils.
I'll wash up.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so next we are going to put the seasoning on the outside of the wings. I'm doing this according to the Pampered Chef recipe in the air fryer book. So, but because I have about 4 pounds of wings instead of 2, I'm going to double up on it a little bit. So, it calls for. And by the way, I'm using these dredging. These are the new ones that'll be available in March. There's a set of 3 of these dredging trays that come with these cute little tongs.
We have the old ones.
We do have the old ones, but we got the new ones. These we did get first party.
All right.
So we got that
I
going.
like free Pampered Chef.
Which is nice.
Can I help?
Can you help? Certainly you can help. I've got ginger on the floor there, Daddy. Okay, so can you read to me what I need? I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Since I'm doubling that up, I'm gonna do 4, right?
Yeah.
1,
Math makes sense to me.
3, 4. These are Pampered Chef tools too. This one, the teaspoon measure, you can adjust. So if I only needed half a teaspoon, I can go down like that. But this one was a full teaspoon. What's next?
1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay, now this is where I changed the recipe a little bit the last time we made it, because I found the first time we made this recipe, I thought they were a little salty. And I like garlic a lot. So instead of 2 teaspoons of salt to double this up, I'm going to do 1, and then I'm using garlic salt for the other one, which gives me a little bit of garlic. And I didn't quite fill up the teaspoon on either one of them. That's what I like about cooking versus baking, is I can just kind of ballpark it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not a baker, because it takes way too much precision. All right.
1/4 teaspoon of black pepper.
Okay, so if I'm going to double that up, I can set this to a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd it go? There it is, my half. Yeah, I already have my
I was
ingredients.
gonna get the grinder.
Here, tell you what, you can put the salt away for me. I like having the extra hands in the kitchen. This is nice. We should cook like this all the time. Well, I don't want to break my thumbnail. I promise it wasn't the black pepper that made me sneeze.
That was a cough.
And then the other thing that I added to the Pampered Chef recipe, again, because Carolyn really helped me a lot with this, because she gave me a recipe that had paprika in it, when I kind of liked the little smoky kick that it gave. So I just kind of sprinkle a little bit on top of that. So I mixed all that together. And then I'm going to put it on my wings. Now I would put the wings in this thing, probably. I don't know, I haven't quite figured that out yet. Should I? What I've been doing is putting them in a bowl and just tossing them like this. But Jeff used the big bowl, so I may have to do a little manipulation here. But once you get them coated, then they have to sit for 5 minutes. So we will turn off the video for just a little bit, and I'm gonna get these all coated and let them sit for 5 minutes.
And then we'll call Sharon back.
And then I'll call Sharon while they're sitting.
Talk to you soon, Sharon. Go ahead and go.
All right, well, it's sat for 5 minutes, so now I'm gonna add the oil.
We talked to Sharon.
We did talk to Sharon. It was just a minor cricket emergency. Again, I'm doubling up, so I'm using 2. Yeah, she just is just learning. She just got a cricket and she's just learning how to do it. We had a little training session and now she's off on her own doing her own project. So she just had a question. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna mix these up. And now we have Christmas music in the background. I was telling Jeff that I feel a little bit like It's a Wonderful Life, having that song played in the background over and over. All right, so I need, where's the pan? Oh, I'll just use this one that's down here. Need to grease the trays that are going in the air fryer.
Air fryer?
Nope, not yet. And that's the nice thing about it. I like to spray both sides of the tray so they don't get, anything gets stuck to it. Now, because I am probably cooking more than Pampered Chef recommends, I fill these suckers up pretty close to each other in order to get them all to fit. It has not been a problem at all because we've made this recipe several times. So it is amazing that I can, the recipe calls for 2 pounds and I'm sure that's ideal. And probably, I might not be getting them as crisp or something, I don't know. But they were delicious, so it really didn't matter. So I'm gonna pack these in there pretty good. Now I do turn them over halfway through. We'll kind of time lapse through that part. But there's tray number 1 of beautiful wings. I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit so it's not so...
Don't knock it on the floor.
I'm not gonna knock it on the floor. Oh, ye of little faith.
Me, have been married to you for a long time.
See, this is why I want you to do the videos with me so that everybody enjoys the back and forth, right?
Mm.
We're like George and Gracie.
Chip and Joanna.
Which one of us is Chip, though? I'm more accident prone, so does that make me Chip?
I think we're the photo negative of Chip and Joanna.
That's true. You're the half Asian one.
Yep.
And I'm from Texas, so that works.
See?
All right.
Look for us on Discovery Plus.
You do need to get that.
You think they give it free to their talent?
Sure, their talent probably does.
What?
They are not their talent.
We're not on there?
Not yet.
Dang it.
Maybe when the time comes. I don't know.
Look,
All right.
look, I can even do camera work.
All right. See, you're a professional. All right. So I'm going. Oh, I gotta plug it. Plugging in would be good.
I'm going to zoom. I got a fancy zoom
Got a
to
little
get
one with
closer.
fingers.
That's how I zoom.
All right. So we are going to turn this to air fry.
Sound effect.
And I'm going to push the button one time. The time will flash because I want to go up to 30 minutes and go. That's all there is to it. So it will beep when it gets to, thank you. It'll beep when it gets to 15 minutes. It'll tell you that it's halfway through so that I know I switch the trays. I move the bottom one up to the top one to the bottom, and I flip the wings at the same time. So, and then it cooks for another 15 minutes and they'll come out delicious. So we will give you a little time lapse maybe, or just a little break, and we'll come back. Okay, so while we were waiting for the chicken to finish, I made the sauce. Now this is, according to the Pampered Chef book, I put a little less butter in it than they call for because Jeff likes a little spicier and a little less butter. So that's what I did for this one. Now we also are doing, Jeff loves a taste test. And so this one, and I won't tell him which is which, so we'll have him come up and be surprised in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of wings in each one. And let him give them a taste test and decide which one he likes better. So we're gonna doctor these up, and I'll put them on a plate and have him try it. If you do not have these fancy dandy tongs, you know that when you clip them, you hold them upright, so it's got a little thing here, it's by gravity. Hold them upright, it closes it, and you turn it this way, it opens them up. Very cool. I'm sure about the color, he's going to be able to tell which sauce is which, but we'll let him have a little taste test. They're just different brands. But you know how Daddy loves a taste test, right?
Yeah.
And so we'll see which one he likes better if he has a preference. I can already tell by the look of it which one I think I'm going to like better, but we'll see. We'll let him do the honors. I also cut up some celery while we were on break.
So I'm holding the phone now.
Okay, you can hold the phone.
Like, it just kind of popped out of the thing that was holding it. Okay. So.
And then we'll put some blue cheese dressing on the side. I did not make this from scratch. Okay, go ahead and pause until Daddy comes. All right, so now we're going to do our taste test. So I did one of each for each of us to try which sauce you like better.
Okay. Red Hots, Baby Ray's.
Maybe.
No, I can tell.
I was hoping you would be able to tell. Then it would be a blind taste test.
It's a look off. We're flying.
I do like the Red Hot. I think I like the Red Hots a little more.
Yeah. About the same.
I do like some Sweet Baby Ray's too, though.
They're good though. They're good.
I'm just gonna put barbecue sauce on mine.
I know.
Because I don't like spice.
Trying to decide spicy wise, they're about the same. But I think, I don't know, there's some kind of like almost a vinegary that I taste in the Baby Ray's that I don't get in the Frank's. But both very good, either way. So you can't lose.
All right, win-win. Chicken dinner.
And speaking of chicken dinner, we're going to go eat our chicken dinner.
All right. Peace.